Hey, hey, this social media thing is like school, man. It take one cat to come along and discredit your whole legacy. BMF, bro, I heard of BMF before they was mainstream because I'm from the mitten. I'm from the murder mitten. But check this out. It's just so funny how like one incident could discourse your whole, like it could just derail your whole legacy. It's amazing, like just to see. My cousin told me that before. He told me this because when I got home, it was certain cats. He had told me like it's about having a bag. You know what I mean? They side with who has the bigger bag or who has like the more influence. You got to think about this. 50 has had, I would say, he probably has one of the best stories in hip hop. You know, he was signed to a label, and then, before that, he was a street runner, and he had a team that was under the Supreme Team blanket. And then he went against the head honcho. Meanwhile, having always had this rap thing in the background, obtained a record deal by Columbia, same record label that Tupac had before he got shot. And Columbia, once they see you got drama surrounding you for gunplay and all that, they release them artists out their contract. They don't want nothing to do with them. They feel like it's a bad investment. And lo and behold, both individuals like Tupac, they were picked up by Interscope, individual that had a label and they manufactured, their distribution deal was under Interscope. So Tupac was signed to Death Row that was distributed by Interscope, and 50 signed to Eminem, Shady Aftermath, that's distributed by Interscope. So his story was kind of parallel with Tupac's, but a little better. Even I ain't gonna say a little better. Well, it was renowned in its own right because his was more gangster, and Tupac's came from a Black Panther background. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna. Excuse me for saying better than Tupac's. It was like damn near neck and neck, right? Now I say all that to say this. After he got shot, he was released from the Columbia deal, and then came back on a rampage, rapping, going against this drug kingpin. You know what I'm saying? That's solidified in the street to the point where he had got a record deal with two of the biggest rap artists in history, Dr. Dre and Eminem. Right now, fast forward to when he makes this BMF series or whatever. Now, BMF was renowned in their own right from a drug dealing past, Southwest Terry, and Meech, Big Meech. Now, fast forward to, and I don't understand this because Rick Ross has always, I'm not always, but he has had a presence in Big Meech, or Big Meech has a present on, with Rick Ross. They was communicating associates before Big Meech was released. So I didn't understand because he was maybe 50 Cent doesn't listen to Rick Ross records because he was all over, what is that, Teflon Don or no, Billionaire. Hood Billionaire. He was all over Hood Billionaire. You know what I mean? Talking about eating snow crab legs when he get released or whatever. So I don't understand why 50 was so surprised when Big Meech took the picture with Rick Ross. But I said all that to say this. It's just so funny how one incident and one individual can derail your whole trajectory. Like it was like Big Meech was gonna come out like one of them rappers that was solidified, like held solid, like what's his name with the Rowdy Rebel, what was his name? Got the hot nigga. Bobby Smurder came home like, you know, it was like he was gonna come out and be greeted, you know what I'm saying, by all these rap individuals, you know, these rap superstars. They was gonna throw this party for him and all this concert, and one individual single-handedly derailed that, and that's 50 Cent. And it just made him look like, and now people like view him as a clown, on him and his son, on a, you know, on the internet. Like, watch this. Watch this. And then the comments.
How you doing? Happy birthday, nephew.
It's so funny. They said, let me go to the comments. They said, Big Meech. They say Big Meech look like a minion. Man, what did they talk about? Like, the internet has no mercy. Whoa. Is that Brody getting arrested? New body cam shows man charged with murdering deputy taking it. Oh, yeah. I got to check that out later. Okay. That was 2 hours ago. See how I'm saying I'll be up on it? The only reason I haven't received this within the hour, because I was just working out, I got to get the frame back. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't fall in love with the content, the ladies going to love the frame. The frame I want to inspire individuals to get healthy. Get yourself in shape, black man. Get yourself in shape. Men and women, please get healthy. If I could wish you anything, I would wish you well, and I would wish you health, and I would wish you wealth too. But anyway, let's go to the comments for the Big Meech thing, cause they is having no mercy for my boy, man.
Happy birthday, nephew.
They have no mercy for him. Let me go down to the comments. Okay, the comments say his dad ain't stopped since he got them teeth. So these new comments, these ain't the comments. Meech coming back and realizing the culture has moved on. They both look goofy as hell. Like, bro, they got no mercy out here. The internet is undefeated. It's a wicked world we living in. Man, my shit is all tangled. Let me unplug this and plug it back. Okay. All right, now look official. Say Meech looking like an AI. Why they say that, man? They say Meech looking like an AI. Let's see with this. They both looking like clowns. I want to read some comments from the culture has moved on. It say the culture didn't move on. Somebody with a bigger fan base told y'all to stop liking them, and y'all did. Real. That's what I just said. That's so surprising. That's what my cousin was saying about individuals with the bag. Okay, this how he put it. He was like, man, these motherfuckers still fucking with a guy that is a known rat. But they said they pick and choose when a guy has the bag. Not a bigger bag, but they pick and choose. When you have a bag, they pick and choose, like, who they gonna go with, like, who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. 50 told y'all to stop liking them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pick and choose who got a bag, because Meech, I would think he have a bag, but, you know, 50 kind of made it look like they don't have no bag. Maybe because his assets was seized by the feds, and, you know, money and different account offshores. Like, the feds do, the one thing about them, they do their homework. They definitely do the research. I seen a video where the feds said they went from, like, Texas to Nebraska. They went to 20,000 gas stations to try to obtain video of this murder suspect, you know, just to get evidence that he was over, you know, traveling in this direction. Bro, the feds do not play. They put in the work. So it's definitely possible that they seize all of Meech's assets and his money. in different accounts offshore. They didn't track that down. So 50 might be right of them being broke. But this comment, what this guy said, no, the culture didn't move on because it was on them. It still is their time. Like, how can you gonna say the culture moved on? That's not true. Cause right now, BMF is shining. They like in what, their third season? I never watched none of the seasons because I knew, like, probably not all the Pacifics, but I had a little rundown of the story for years. You know what I'm saying? How Meech got on him and his brother, whatever. You know what I mean? It was like a folk tale. You know what I'm saying? They was like folk heroes. You know what I mean? When people make it out and get to that magnitude, they become folk tales. You know what I'm saying? It's like a myth. You know, you hear about them, but you don't see them. Even though I seen Meech, but it was different. You know what I mean? Forrest, like, I mean, but it's still the same as like the folk heroes and all this. You know what I mean? Before I seen Meech, you heard about them before you seen them. It was like a ghost, you know what I'm saying? This mysterious individual that you just constantly hear about, and then you see him and you be like, damn, that's dude they be talking about? You know what I mean? But this comment right here, it say the culture didn't move on. Somebody with a bigger fan base told y'all to stop liking them and y'all did. Anybody respond to that? Fanboy spotted. Somebody responded, like knocking him, saying fanboy spotted. But he telling the truth. Is it not true what he's saying? Is it not any truth to what this man's saying? It's a culture has definitely moved on, and respectively so. Street thugs and dealers shouldn't be celebrated or popular. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a lot of individuals. It's snitch niggas that's celebrated. YSL Woody is celebrated. Charleston White is celebrated. It's a lot of people that celebrated. The Booty Bandit, Fleece, what's the last name? Mitchell? Fleece is being celebrated. Like, he's doing 20 versus 1, and like his momentum ain't stopped. Charleston White momentum ain't stopped. Y'all just picked up Woody, and he the whole reason Young Thug was on a RICO case, a whole snitch. Then he got a video when he says, what I say can't be held against me. And they be like, no. And he like, okay, me and Threat went and shot up Rich Homie Quan barbershop because Threat was my homie. Like, he was just telling on everything. What Meech do for the community for him to be liked, right? I mean, did he help people in subsidized living? Did he build a complex? You know, did he build affordable living, housing unit? Nah. All he did was throw his money in the clubs and shit and try to break into the music industry. Just like everybody else, he was clout chasing. He was trying to break into the industry. You know what I mean? Putting up billboards and shit. The billboard is what got his, got the Fed's attention. BMF is the world. BMF gonna take over the world. Some, to that effect. Who exactly is a fan of Meech? He ain't a celebrity. Dude is just a guy who sold drugs in the early 2000s. Why would his name mean anything in 2025? I mean, it's just like the guys in Don Diva. He's falling under those umbrellas and of guys that they tell these folks tales of back in the day where they had Rolls Royces and they don't have nothing to show for that. All that drug dealing, like, they have nothing to show for it. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you did back in the day. What you doing now? Like, what do you have now to, you know what I mean? What do you have now to offer to the public? Do you have, I'm going to say this. To me, when Meech was getting money, this what I was attached and attracted to about Meech. His speeches, they was motivational. I liked his speeches. Like, he was in his realm and his speeches was on point to, like, not just hustling, just the mentality, like street cats trying to rise above, the poverty line and try to rise above the oppression of people trying to keep you down. And when I say street cat, I mean cats that hail from urban environments. I ain't talking about being a drug dealer. I ain't talking about being a stick-up artist, everything that come in the game. I'm talking about being a young black man that's trying to rise above. His words was motivational for his dad, like just staying focused. That's all. That's what I liked it and enjoyed about Meech. I didn't care about none of. I was never impressed or never was fanned out about no fucking Lambos, Ferraris, money in the club, champagne bottles, Don Perignon. None of that shit never excited me. None of it. He had to realize that 10 years ago. Truth. It could have been a major movement, but it never stopped. They say somebody told us, huh? Buddy, don't make music. What you holding on to, my guy? The streets want to know. I don't know what the hell he talking about. He was a folklore legend like Bigfoot. But now, that's what I said. You know what I'm saying? Before that, before he started getting in front of the camera, he was like a folk legend. You know what I'm saying? He was a folklore where you just heard about him. But then I started seeing the speeches in front of the camera. You know, it was, even though they was at the clubs and celebrating and stuff like that, he gave speeches out. Like he was always giving motivational little encouragement. Like, you ain't never see a team like this ever in your life. You know, ain't no hating. One man, ain't nobody above the team. We all look good, so don't nobody know who the leader is. Like I was feeling that shit he was kicking. Dude was spitting some real ish. It's he was a folklore legend like Bigfoot, but now the appeal is gone and he just seems washed up. Least he was able to make chicken off his name. Look goofy like Ross. Look goofy just like Ross. I mean, he is kind of looking, it is kind of looking sad, like, you know what I mean? I think what he should have did was be around his guys. The guys that was there for the rise, the guys that was there for, you know, when they was in shit, went through the ups and downs, you know, all the, cause every drug dealer is gonna have his peaks and valleys. It's gonna be that financial, you know, finance is gonna have ups, it's gonna have downs, it's gonna have wins and losses. And I think he should have been with the guys that was there with him. Even though everybody ain't gonna go to the top with you, I still think the guys that remain loyal to him and remain loyal to the brand, he should have got a banded back with the brothers. It's a band of brothers. They should have just rehashed it and made like a new little, you know what I mean? A new little movement. Band of brothers. Even though the BMF logo, you know, they still keep the BMF thing, but come out with something new. In this world, in this industry, you have to. It's one thing that P. Diddy was like genius for. He always recreated himself. Cause that old montage, people gonna get it's gonna be washed up. It's gonna run dry. You only can run something for so long till you gotta switch it up. You know, you just gotta switch it up. It's why would you think is, I guess they say, why would you think is a celebrity is mean anything to anyone? They put money in your pockets, or you're the suckers that put money in theirs and they still don't know you exist. The game don't wait for nobody. Merchandise sat down 10 plus. See, I done forgot what I said. Man, what did he say? It happens. Yeah, it happens. It happens. That was a good statement. It happens. It said, I think so, brother, and I'm with you. It's a good thing. Seem like we at the beginning, long way to go, but it's a start. Social media exposing how dumb this shit really is. People like Lil Durk that had it all. People like Fulio dropping location, knowing people looking for him. List goes on. Think people starting to say this shit is stupid. The hood vlogs are next. That shit has gotta stop. The black culture has definitely shifted. It's now D Wade and his son type ish. Nothing about what you said is any of my business, nor do I care or is invested as you are, my boy. Be well. Okay, that was from they both look goofy as hell comment. Now let's check out the Meech look like a is it Meech look like an AI comment that I wanted to jump into? Yeah, because they was right behind each other. Meech painted his goatee. Lil Meech embarrassed as hell. uh, yeah, it's like soon as I seen it, I was like, man, that shit has died. Like right now, while it's paused, look how black it is. Um, that's crazy, man. I'm gonna let this go right here.